Hi guys, my name is Larry. Welcome back to my channel. Um, Today I am making a video. I compressed about 12 videos from AirCharged Mastery course. This is AirCharge here, and he is the original creator, so all credit goes to him. This is his YouTube here, and I'll put it in the description. All I did was provide a summary of all of his 12 videos here. Hook shots, the double touch. It was about a total of 125 minutes of his time, and I just converted it into a 40-minute summary of mastery course. Do I have your permission to post a 40-minute video? And he said this. Yeah, for sure, as long as it mentions me and links back.
It's almost 8 weeks. Hook shot for the first shot. Quick lateral dribble into it. No time wasted. Next time, hook shot. Not at all, baby. We're going to go for the carry into a flick. Any flick you want. Anywhere you want. Same again. This time, going to go hook shot. No. Carry. Yes. Air dribble this time. It's another option from the green belt system. And now, we're going to look to work on our bounce dribble with a power shot, the classic power shot, hitting it as it rises. And now we're going to do the same again, bounce dribble and hitting it as it comes down. Man, we've got options for days. This is crazy. Now what we're going to do, same again, bounce dribble and an air roll shot, nicely done. And now hook shot, no. Oh, we're just going to go for any shot we want, and that's what we do. Any shot you want there at the end. Same again, hook shot coming in first of all. Carry into any kind of flick. Here it is, carry again. This time into an air dribble, nice. Now we're going to work on our blue belts, our bounce dribble, power shot off the bounce. Always aim for those top corners if you can. Same again. Bounce dribble. Power shot on the way down this time. Bounce dribble again. And we're going to look for an air roll shot. And on the last one, you can do what you want. I've done a backflip shot there. But you could also do an air dribble off the bounce. And here we go, carrying it. The length of the field, and then we're going to flick it. Again, any flick you want. Same again, but this time, guess what? Air dribble. Just working on those simple yet effective mechanics. And you can imagine right now being in a match and seeing these same moments and going, oh, I think I might do that one because I've practiced it, because I know I can do it. Next time, you might change it up. That's the beauty of this. Maybe you're not feeling flicks. Some days you just can't hit a flick for whatever reason. Well, at least we've got power shot. We've got all other methods. And now we're just going to work on our air rolls off the bounce here. Just trying to get it in with a lot of power if you can. Movement on it, and then we're just going to come across just like so and put the ball in. 106. All we do is literally pushing it across the midline and then coming against it at such an angle that it pops into the net. Now here you'll notice it's the same shot, but we've got 5 seconds, so we need to act quick. So we get that ball moving, we come out, 3 seconds, 2, give it a shot right at the end. Needs a bit of lift on that one. Go straight in, let's see what we got there. 107, you know, and this is the beauty of the hook shot. It's simple, but look at the speed, look at the placement. It's high and fast. Right now we're facing the wrong way. Let's pretend the defender's left the ball and he's gone back the same way the ball is. We don't want to put the ball to him, so we're going to switcheroo. We're going to come around here and we're just going to lateral dribble. You'd be surprised how easy it is to pull this off. We're going to come around and again, just going to put a hook. Oh, I've missed. No problem. We just get a shot on. And that's what you do if you miss. You follow it up. I should have got that on target, but I didn't. Same here, but this time we've got 8 seconds, so we get it on the inside. We're pushing it. We fade out a little bit and then straight back on it. Get a bit of speed, and I'm trying to personally, I want to stay kind of close to the ball when I'm doing the hook shot, and at the point of impact is where I want to get to supersonic, right at the last second. That would be where I would get to supersonic, and that way you transfer your power into the ball. Same thing this time, but we're going on the opposite side. So we come out, grab that pad, for example. And that's something I always like to do when I am doing a lateral dribble. Is as I'm dribbling and looking for my hook shot, you'll see I fade out and grab a pad. That's 12 boost there. Then you can use it on the shot. Here we go, same again, but this time I've got 5 seconds. I'm just going to push it a little bit closer to the center line. Still counts. Still counts because we went across that center line. We pushed the ball to the middle, not just the wing. We took it across there. And there's 106 there. You can do it that way. Depending on what the defender gives you now, we got to do the same. We got to turn the ball. Get the ball moving the opposite way. He's not going to expect this, or she. Boom. Shot goes on. Bar down and in. All right, well, we'll take it anyway. Nice and high. 101. Simple move. Popping it in. And hopefully right by now, it's time to click what this technique's all about. You take the ball one way, usually away from the defender. The defender's on the opposite side, and then we hook it on. And the great thing is we don't use a lot of boost doing it, and we don't put ourselves out of position. We are ready to fight back. This time it's rolling off. We're going to take the momentum across straight away. And we go again. That might be off. Bar down and in. Okay, perfect. And that's literally a perfect one. If you can get bar down and in, that is what you want. Get to supersonic and then just turn, give it a boost. Bar down and in. It's difficult to save. Same again, but this time we've got 8 seconds. I want to pop it straight away. Not wasting any time on that hook shot. And that's the beauty of it. You can change your cadence up. Sometimes you'll take a wide line. Sometimes you figure out the momentum and you understand it. You don't have to take so long. You can just pop it on. And if the defender was going down the right hand side, that would be so hard for him to save. But look, I'm barely got any skill in the way. We'll grab the boost. We'll take it across straight away. Get some boost. Bam. That's it. On it goes. You see, it flies like a rocket. I'm really not doing anything special, guys. I'm driving into the ball, 105. Tapping it. He's gone down the right hand side, probably gone for the corner boost. You know what people are like. Boom. Don't corner boost with that, buddy. Same again. Comes down here. Cut it across. Come out. Get that supersonic. And we'll just put it on. We'll go across back the way we came with that one. And over time, you'll develop a touch and an awareness of how to hit the ball to get it to go to different spots. Sometimes if you want to really put it back across, you can do a bigger hook. Sometimes if you want to put it onto the opposite side, you can do more of a slice. Ball comes out again. We've got 7 seconds. Same thing. We're just going to smack it on straight away. Get that on. Alright, so we go to here. We grab the boost. We set ourselves up. Go across. And we're just going to go straight away. It's hard, but it isn't as hard as you think once you know this method. So, you get the ball moving in one direction. Here is the premise of it. Then you come around the ball and you move it to another direction / somewhere else. And you can do this at a multitude of speeds. You can have the ball really fast. You can use your Powerslide Cut to set up your air dribbles or your whatever. Or you can have it moving more slowly and you can use it to set up your fakes, into cutting into the field and then into flicks and stuff like that. But the stereotypical Powerslide Cut is a lateral dribble and then into whatever you want from there. Okay, and I would always recommend, we'll do it the other way as well, to do it off of the Powerslide Cut because it gives you those opportunities. All right, a couple of issues people have is, first of all, you've got to hit it in this. So we move it down this path here. I go into my path, I come past it, and then I just turn into it. And that is a Powerslide Cut. So let me show you one with break. So I move it, and I get ahead of it, and I can actually break there. And that would work as well. It really depends on the person. Depend what you want to do with this. But I just wanted to show you sort of quite a few different ways to hit this. Yeah, break is fine. It's fine to break in Rocket League because if you don't break, you can't manipulate speed. Similar with a flick. If it moves is to take the ball from inside to outside down the wing and win a 50 in twos, and then instantly come here at this angle and actually Powerslide Cut like that. That usually works really well to go behind the defender, which I've done in many of the twos games in my series. So yeah, that is the Powerslide Cut. Again, if you want to learn all the little drills to this and all the little sneaky outcomes, then please consider the first flick we are going to learn is the front flip. And to do the front flip, we put the ball on our car slightly forward and we literally do a front flip. What you got to think with flipping the ball or flicking the ball is you want the ball to go adjacent to what part of the car you're going to hit it with, so it has the most whip. For example, I just did a front flip and the ball was near the front of my car. If I had the ball on the back of my car and I went for a front flip as shown here, it will roll off the end. And that is the same principle if I had the ball on the back of my car and I did a backflip, it would get lift because it's the opposite. I've got the ball on the back and I do a backflip. If I put the ball on the front and do a backflip, it's going to go away from me. It's actually very simple. You just do the flick in the same direction the ball is at. So if the ball is at the front, there we do a front flip. If the ball is on the back, we do a back flip. And if the ball is on the left side of the car, you guessed it, we do a left flick. And if the ball is on the right side of the car, we do a right flick. Pretty simple. And that is literally it. What will take time to work on is the ability to carry the ball. That is something that you can practice in free play a lot, and it's something that it's almost like a lost art now. As people have gone more airborne, they've forgot about the fundamental of just being able to carry the ball when and how they need it to set up the flick. Hopefully that makes sense. And the same thing with dribbling. If I want to dribble to the left, I put the ball on the left of the car. So this is stuff new players will find difficult to begin with, and obviously veterans will know how to do this. But if I want to turn left, you see I've got the ball like hanging off the left side of the car, and that allows me to turn left, you see, because I have to turn left to keep the ball. And if I wanted to turn right, same situation. I put the ball on the right side of the car and I turn right, and that'll allow me to do that. If I want to accelerate the ball forward, well, that's an interesting one. What you have to do is you actually have to slow down, let the ball fall forward, and then you can boost after it to keep the speed. And the same as if I wanted to slow the ball down, I would get the ball on my car and then I would actually rush forward, and then that way I can slow the ball down to almost a standstill if you want. Hopefully that makes sense. And there are different sort of flicks. There is the 45-degree flick, or as I like to call it, the lance cannon. And there will be a video uploading that on a 30-day experiment I did, which explains the lance cannon in depth, which was previously uploaded on my old channel, but I am re-uploading everything on this channel now. And there are of course other flicks. You have musty flicks, but for now, let's just get the basics. After all, this is the green belt. You're going to notice some of these shots look very similar. This almost looks identical to last time with the hook shot. That's because it is. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to push the ball. We're going to set up the hook shot, but this time we're just going to scoop under it. And now look, we have got the dribble going for the flick. You see how simple it is? And now what you must be thinking is, wait a minute, does that mean I could have done a hook shot there, or I could put it on for a flick? Yes, and now we're understanding the game. Now we're understanding the offensive system. We could have faked, we could have 50'd, we could have done many things, but for now we've got two choices. From what we've learned so far, we can hook shot that, or we can carry it with the various flicks, and that will take practice. And that's what this is about. This is what training is about. So again, we go for the push, we hook into it because we've got a time constraint on this one. Put it where we want. Okay, it's on the right, and I'm not forcing it. I'm just going with the flow with this. But you see how the ball was on the right? Look at this. I scoop it up, take it to the left. It goes on the right. So what do? I do a side flick to the right, and it pushes it to the right. That would work. Quick movement to the right. Here we go. It starts on the car this time. You've got no seconds. You cannot drop the ball. So this is going to work on your ball handling. You have to come up with a flick. It's up to you what you want to do with this. You can practice all variants of flick. Same as last time. Do we go for a lateral hook? Oh, I don't know. He's backed off a bit. I think I'm going to carry the ball and just flick it right at the end. Same again, but this time 5 seconds. We go across. Are we going to hook shot? Nope. Same again. I've seen him back off. I'm going to put a power flick on. Would have liked to have got a bit closer. Would have liked to have got a bit harder. But hey, you guys can do a better job than me, right? Same again. We cannot drop it. We just put a shot on. Not perfect, but again, I want to see you guys do this perfect. And I know it's in you. Twice a day training, baby. We've got the ball rolling towards us. We catch it. We can do whatever we want. But maybe we'll go for that 45-degree we were talking about. Same again. It's going to bounce. We've got to catch it. So again, it's a bouncing ball. We're just going to catch it, control it, just get a flick anyone we want. So now we've got a bit of a moving ball. Maybe there was a pinch. This is adding a bit of dynamicness to it. The ball bounces. So we catch it, we control it, and then from there, we're just going to hit a flick. And I just put that in an awkward angle. The ball is rolling to the left, so I just flip to the left, and you'll see. It wasn't spectacular, but you just see the fundamental come in. It went to the left, so I flicked to the left, and it pushed it across to the left. Same here. Bounces. You can catch it there if you want. If you want a bit more of a challenge, you can catch it earlier. But I'm just going to wait for the second bounce. Control it. I switched. You see how I switched my camera as well? Because that's something I want to talk about. I go from ball cam to out of ball cam, and that makes it easier to control. But if I was in ball cam, I'll show you here. If I scoop the ball up in ball cam, I can't really, as I go around, it's very difficult. You see how it's bobbing on? I can't really keep control. Now if I go out of ball cam, as the ball comes over, I can see everything. I can see my opponent. I can see when they're challenging, so I can just flick it over the top of them. Okay, so keep that in mind. And the last shot, again, It's rolling here, so you might have had a pass or something, but it's just working on that scoop to the carry. I'm sure you guys can do a much better job than me. Ultimate, it's done. We've got ball handling now. We got it from the flicks, and now we're going to convert it and put the ball a little bit further back on the car. In fact, we're aiming for about the middle of the car. And then what we're going to do from there is we're going to double jump up, and each time you jump, hold A. If you jump and you hold A, you actually jump higher. So hold A, double press there, and then lean your car back. And at this moment, we're going to aim for the bottom quarter of the ball. Highlight memorance, but it will be in the comments below. But there it is. Get this training pack. Now, first shot you're going to do, you're just going to pop the ball up and air dribble it real close. We just could double jump. I've put a little bit of height on the ball so it pops up nicely for you. Just double jump, lean back, air dribble. Second shot, same again. Pop it up, double jump, lean back, air dribble it in. Obviously, you can see I'm not the best at this. This is something I'm going to be practicing. I'm going to be doing this training pack myself and get better at this. I've never been good in the air. The art of the screenshot will let you know what play you need to make. The bounce dribble is all about timing. Timing the touch early can end in a catch or can be used as what I like to call a cushion touch. A cushion touch is when you have a high bouncing ball and control it into a low bouncing ball. And then on the flip side, hitting the ball at the highest point after the bounce that the car can touch it will make it bounce hard. So you may need to use boost. But in the future, as you get better, you may be able to use a lot less boost, which is important because that will allow you more boost later on for shots and other things. And we'll cover that later on. The goal of this training pack is to just literally bounce dribble the ball in a straight line to the net. We're repeating this shot 10 times on each side because this is ultimately about building consistency. We need to get this base. Now we are starting to understand the bounce going straight on. We can now start to use the side of the car to cut into it. But it's exactly the same thing. Time it so that you are touching the ball with the side of the bonnet as it starts to lift. Remember, this is all about having a soft touch to keep control of the ball. So don't just use all your is to hit the ball as the ball is bouncing up from the ground. So what we're looking to do here is take a dribble and then straight into the power shot, because that is so game specific. That is exactly what you can do in game. And here we're a little bit further back, so you might take two, back them down, and then power shot. And you see, I'm just clipping the ball as it comes off the bounce. We're just going to rifle through these now, guys. Bounce dribble, hit it. And it may not look particularly fast, but trust me, when you're in a game, those are surprisingly hard to save. Now, personally, myself, I do find it harder to hit power shots with the Fennec, and I don't know why. I find it a lot easier to do this with an Octane. I cannot explain why. After all, they are the same hitbox, but it's probably just because I need more practice in the Fennec, to be honest with you. And we're going to really rifle through these. With the first couple of shots, pick your poison. You can go to the top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. It's up to you. And then the next shots, we're going to be coming from the side, rolling away to then flip towards. These ones, as soon as it bounces, go up and flip. If you jump the second it bounces, you should keep your flick. And what I'm looking to do with these shots is I'm either looking to hit the ball with the two corners, the corners of the car, the front corners, or if I can't hit it with the front corners, I'm trying to hit it with the nose. That is the power triangle. Corners are the strongest and the nose is the next one. So this one, 50-50. 1. Challenge from a smart angle. Inside position versus outside position. 2. Hit the center. 3. Dodge through the ball. 4. Be supersonic. So, that's pretty cool, but what about the counter with the ball? Now, the best way to set up the shadow defense is to actually blend some of the moves previously mentioned earlier. So as soon as they get possession, whilst they are trying to control the ball and are less of a threat, we move in for the kill using the facing out method. This allows us to close the distance and puts pressure on the opponent. This alone can force a turnover. But as soon as we close the distance, whereby we haven't put ourselves so close that we're going to get heavily countered, we then can actually shadow, and now we are in a closer shadow position that will prevent them being able to ramp up their momentum. And this also falls into the fake category, and you can see that the systems are already blending. So remember, the big takeaway from this is it's all about momentum and options. And if they've got no momentum, then the options aren't as dangerous, so we can be really close to them and we can challenge, okay? Hopefully. So here it is. Training pack in the comments below if you want to just copy paste it. And this is all it is. We're going to make our move from a shadow stance, get our defensive play when, for example, this happens a lot. The offensive player just shoots the ball at you or heavily touches it, and then we're just going to run it straight in, scoring as fast as we can before they get time to get back. And these all start getting further and further across the net here. So testing the speed and testing the ability to not only make the save, but to recover and get the offense flowing straight away. No time wasted. And for the moves on offense, you can do anything we learned in the last ground-based offense system, or you can just take solid shots on net. Any way to put it in an open net is good, as long as it goes in. Don't want to be too fancy, don't want to mess it up, just solid fundamentals, whack it in. You'll see, just save, turn, let's get the offense moving, put it on. If you can, as the ball is coming across, your momentum, you go past each other, you're going forward, maybe to the left hand side of the pitch, and the ball is coming past you onto the right hand side of your net. And this means that you have a very small window to get a touch on the ball. If you were on the same side, however, when trying to make the save, because you would be moving with the ball, you would have more time to get impact on the ball. And this is why front post shadowing is to go to when in front of the net. So when you have been switched, you are now in a position where you are facing out. There are two options. Either go and challenge and hope for the best, or you drive up, fake the challenge, get back into a shadow. Because if you waited in the net facing out against a good player, the chances to save the ball would be low. So let's say you do read on the opponent and the opponent has finished their first touch, then challenge from the inside position. In twos, as the first man, you would look to do the same. But remember, just because you are first man in twos does not always mean you should dive, especially if you know you will lose the challenge. And in threes, generally as first man, you want to challenge the ball, or at least look like you are challenging, to force the opponent to make a play so your teammates can react. There is no training pack for this one, And as always, the link is in the top corner. Here we go. It's real simple. What I want to focus on is get it to the corner, as tight to the wall as possible. That's the goal. You see, any inch that it comes off the wall is a potential angle for a shot. So by really crushing it into the wall, we take away the shooting angle and minimize the chance of an instant shot. And by playing it into the corner, ideally if this was freeze, you would have a player on the ground at the front post position there to instantly follow up that touch. And then the last man would go from back post to front post, and you would then rotate round. And that is how you play the game, very simply on a defensive shell. So you'll see all I'm doing really is just side flipping out, getting it to the corner. Super simple, guys. Give that one a go. Soon we are moving in. Alright, we're getting straight into it. There is the purple belt training pack. It is going to be in the description below, and also it is in the top corner. Now, with these kind of balls that stay on the wall, I'm not a big fan of jumping. Unless you're going to go for a double touch or some sort of air dribble, I much prefer to just touch it and go straight back down to the ground. And as you can see here, I'm going to do a front flip. Yes, it does the job of centering the ball up, but it also puts me in their corner, which means my recovery is slower. Whereas if I don't jump, I can touch it and come straight back down to the ground. The same as this one, I just drive and hit it. And if you want to center it, you want to do something a bit harder, just drive into it harder and with more of an upward angle. Now with these shots here, what I like to do is I like to air it. I just use the same principles as I would from the ground if I was air rolling. I'll air roll my car, so I'm opposite where I want to hit it, and then I'm just going to front flip into it. Same here, I just air roll to where I need to be, and then I just front flip. It's real simple. You'll see that is the way I shoot these. And again, if I wanted to center it off the backboard, I'd do the same. I'd air roll, but I would just hit lower on the ball to give it more of a race. Now, some situations you'll have on a wall can be tricky because you can't just drive and hit them, and they're not really far enough out for you to air roll. And in those situations, I like to use a side flip, as you'll see here. The simple side flip is enough to put it towards the middle. And again, more boost and a stronger upward trajectory on the hit would center it up. Same with this one, it just comes off just enough. So you haven't got time to air roll, and you can't just touch it with your cart. You're going to have to do a side flip. But here's another one. So usually what I'm thinking when I go up for a shot is I'm looking to see if it comes off the wall or not. If it comes off the wall, how much is it going to come off the wall? Am I going to be able to get an air roll? Or would it just be better for me to side flip and try and aim for the corner of the nose of the car like this one right there? This shot's tricky. And with these, play around with it. Have a little bit of fun. Try centering the ball up. Imagine maybe going for a lateral pass as well. It's exactly the same as hitting the ball on the ground. New to flying, this is the daily drill. We're going to fly from the floor to the ceiling. Jump, pull back, hold boost, and we're going to get to the ceiling 10 times. Then I want us to fly from inside the goal to the opposite goal 5 times. Then we're going to fly from the corner to the opponent's corner 5 times. And while you're doing this, guys, have a little bit of a play. Move the joystick around, get used to the feeling, tap it. Remember to feather the boost. Then we're going to fly from the left post to the opposite post 3 times, and then from the right post to the opposite post 3 times as well. And that should be very basic. So we're going to have 2 harder drills on this. Now this time we're going to ramp it up a little bit. We're going to fly to the middle, and then once we get to the middle, we're going to just put a little bit on left or a little bit on right, and we're going to try and aim to hit the opposite post 5 times each side. So 5 times hitting the left post, 5 times hitting the right post. And then we're going to take off inside the net again. Once we get to the mid, we're going to go left or right, and we're going to go to the corner. Left 5 times, right 5 times. Do these drills before you play and after you're done for the day. If you're more advanced, we're going to hit different parts of the ball with different parts of the car's hitbox. So to learn this, you can do this a few different ways. You can either use normal air roll, or you can have directional air rolls. Now, personally, I think you should learn all. Use the directionals and a standard air roll. And if anything, the game is starting to head towards just air roll left and right for the majority of the time. I still believe you need air roll for recoveries especially, but that's another subject for another day. So all we're going to do here is we're going to fly up, go forward a little bit, and then you're going to be able to use your air roll left or air roll right. Make a tiny turn, just a tiny turn, and then you're going to be able to lean forward again and start going forward. Now you're probably thinking, I can't see where I'm going. To get around that, once you're facing a direction and you've got momentum moving in that direction, click ball cam, and then click out a ball cam, and the camera angle will face that direction. So that's another part of the muscle memory you've got to learn, is coming in and out of ball cam. So hopefully that makes sense. We're going to do some drills to get used to it. First one we're going to do, we're going to fly to the midfield. We're going to hover there for a second. We're going to slowly tap air roll till we're either facing left or right, and then we're going to fly to that side 5 times each side. So 5 times to the left, 5 times to the right. Then we're going to fly to the midfield. Hover there, we're going to slowly tap air roll until we're facing the way we just came, and then we're going to fly back into the net. The next one, we're going to start in the corner, we're going to fly to the mid boost, then we're going to turn infield, fly to the center, turn to the net of the side we just came from, and fly back to net. We're going to perform that 5 times on each corner. And then the next one is the same thing, but this time once we get to the middle, we're actually going to turn to the opposite corner from where we started 5 times per side. Okay, great. Now by practicing this, each time you get on, you will start feeling more comfortable with flying. So now we're going to look at the expert basic level. We've got some more drills. And all I want you to do is jump, start to fly, and then turn your car with your air roll so you're facing backwards. From there, literally super simple, fly from one goal to the other goal 5 times. From the one corner to the other corner 5 times, each on the left and the right side, so 10 times in total. Fly from your left post to the opposite post, and from the right post to the opposite post, 3 times each for those. But this time is where we're going to start getting a bit tricky. We're going to face forward, fly to the middle, then we're going to turn face backwards, and then we're going to fly to the opposite goal. And now we're going to jump in the air, go to the middle, face backwards, and then we're going to lean to try and get to the left corner and then the right corner 5 times each. Practice these drills until you're comfortable with it. Hopefully you want to lean too far back. A couple of guys were saying to lean really far back, but then if you lean really far back and press jump again, we're not actually getting any upward momentum. We're just shooting ourselves backward, and that can help in some situations. It can give you more time, but most of the time you're going to want to be going forward, not backwards. So we lean back till about 40 to 60 degrees. Keep holding boost the whole time. We let go of A, let go of the joystick, press A and pull back to the angle we need and continue holding boost. And that is literally it. The code is in the top corner and it will be in the description of the video as well. First one, we're going straight up. Remember guys, we're holding back on the joystick. We're pressing boost and jump at the same time. That's how we're doing it, just like we just learned. This one, same again. It's a little bit harder. We got to go back a bit. Now, with the timings on these, you don't have to get it perfect. You can be slightly off and it'll still hit the ball because it's hard to get it exactly perfect making a training pack. But you will need a good aerial, a good fast aerial. There's no way around it. And these ones, look what I do. Oh, we're turning towards the ball first. We're not going up and then thinking, oh, I've got to go to the left now. We're going to the left and then we're going up. That is called efficiency, man. We're going straight to where we need to go. Same with this one, straight up. We turn first and then straight up to where we need to go. Alright, here we go, the yellow belt training pack. And remember guys, for the belt, you need to do them without any reset. That's how you get the belt. And here it is, the first one. It's all about the middle of the nose, right smack bang between the headlights. If you can hit it between the headlights, you'll get a real easy first touch. You get a nice setup there. Now this one, I didn't hit it perfect. You see how I hit the corner twice? Harder to get to. It goes away from me because the corner, as we learned from when we were doing air roll shots, that's where your power is, man. So by hitting it with the corner on the first touch there, made it go away. But this looks good. Right in the middle. And I can just guide it down then. That one I didn't need to keep lifting it up, so I went behind the ball because I needed more of a push. This one, I need to get more underneath, so I'm trying to get under it to give it more lift. And that's going to be part of it. You're going to have to adapt all the time. Yeah, belt. And the link is always at the top, the code, I should say. And all you're going to want to do with this is try and figure out when the board is at its peak. When the board is at its peak is when you want to go, yeah, okay, register where it is, come from behind it, give it a flip into, and then just follow it up and tap it in. Same here, I'll wait for it to get to its peak so I know where it is. And this one I did a side flip. Now I mentioned before you can do a front flip, but you can do this with all sorts of flips, side flips, flip cancellations, as long as you hit the right part of the ball. But I'd recommend a front flip to begin with just because it's real simple as you learn how to hit the ball. And this is literally just a game of getting a good first touch. It's all about the first touch. And from there, it's not too difficult. Once you've hit a few of these, you'll start to learn where the ball goes. And you'll just realize it is really about the first touch. Again, I'm going to start adding some air rolls and stuff in. You don't need to do it, but I'm just working on that just to be a bit more direct and a little bit of So here it is, the orange belt training pack. There is the code at the top. And I'm going to do the majority of these without any air roll at all, both on impact and to follow, just to show that it really is about the quality of the hitbox, and the recoil thing is a myth. You don't get any extra recoil for not holding down air roll. The first couple, I'm trying to hit the nose. If you can hit as close to the nose as possible, but like a solid hit with it, then it'll be very easy to get the follow because you won't get thrown around as much. If you sort of skim the ball or hit it with the sides of your hitbox, so the sides of the car, you will get turned around a little bit easier. So I hit it with the nose, follow, touch. Sometimes I'm boosting hard into the ball to give it a good kick